No, because they weren't going to do that, were they? Because they didn't want to talk to a middle-aged woman at the best of times, but just ridicule. You would have been ridiculed.
Yeah, that's true.
Like my ex-husband has done. Oh, what's with the modelling bin? You know, that you'd get that. And until I'd actually bolstered my self-confidence, there is no way I was letting anyone know that I was gurning every day for a selfie on Instagram.
You did say, I think it might have been 3 years ago, one day I'll tell you why in Latin.
Yeah.
So why?
Well, it's an anagram.
Right, okay. That's clever.
Oh, you can... Del, this is Del did this.
Okay.
Because I used to work with my husband, and we had one day we had absolutely no work at all, and he produced a whole list of anagrams from my name.
Okay.
And Thin Latin Moose is like,
I like
do like that one.
Yes. Actually, and talking about the Thin Latin Moose thing, the one of the other connectors to us as people is Punks and Chances. I'm not wearing it today because it's not ironed. I was going to wear it, but yeah, Alternative Miss World. 50th celebration, I was there. Yeah, how was I saying? Names.
Brumpunk.
Brumpunk, yes. So yes, today, 4 years ago,
Yeah.
was when my Brumpunk T-shirt arrived, and I'd seen it. It would definitely have been the year previous on you, and I must have followed Punks and Chances for some reason. I really don't. That bit is a historical blur.
I think I tagged it.
So yeah, I messaged her to buy one, and they were out of stock, and I think the one I got was a second.
Oh, really?
But I was so thrilled to get it because I just thought that is a T-shirt that you've got to own, and it
has to go on holiday wherever you go.
Terry used to have. It's still here somewhere. A hoodie. In the first few years of us dating, there was always this blue hoodie, and I can't remember what it says on it now because I haven't seen it for a little while. But yeah, it was. Yeah, I love that I love the T-shirt, and I loved the fact it said the words I wanted it to say.
Yeah.
I do love a good T-shirt. I think T-shirts are a really good way of telling people who you are, a little bit, kind of thing. Yeah, it's like walking around with vinyl albums under your arm when you were at school. Sad, but so yeah, that was the sort of it was the organic part of the process, and it was like I think it was easily a year later that you reposted, and I said I bought that because you were wearing it, and now I have one, and here we are.
June.
And our sort of kind of official meeting was in an audition in somewhere in London.
Yeah, it was in Soho.
Oh right, yeah. Oh, that's right, yes. And it was. They were looking for...
In a tiny little room, they were looking for
bikery.
Well, sort of unusual child guardians.
Yeah.
For
new
exams.
A new qualification. Hey, didn't get it.
Didn't get it.
But it was...
I mean, I'd have had children of my own if I wanted to be in adverts for children, wouldn't I?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah. So
and then we found out that we lived within a couple of miles of each other, which is just mad.
And then it was let's do something with the Punks and Chances T-shirts, and the rest is history-ish. But yeah, favourite. Going back to that, I think it's the red. But there's other ones that I like. The put headshots. Where I got you to pull strange faces.
The ones that my agent hated.
Really?
Hated
with a vengeance.
I'm not going to name them, but they absolutely hated
good.
them. I shan't name which agent it was.
What was their reaction was?
Well, she's always said I look too starey in my pictures.
Okay.
Because I'm...
being intense.
Yeah. I think I'm giving it, delivering to the camera, and she just thinks I'm starey because you should be going... with that
the cutesy, yeah.
little pout thing.
Thursday. Thursday.
Soft eyes.
Yeah.
And all that malarkey.
Whereas
I am not a
that's not
pouty,
you.
soft-eyed person.
yeah, yeah. So she was
Get
casted.
someone else.
Get somebody else for it. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I like those. I like the ones done at the JQ and the sparkly ones. They were nice.
Yes.
The Christmas lights.
Yes. Well, what I'd like to think is that we haven't repeated ourselves.
We have not. None of them have been Duff.
No. There's
Some great clothes.
Indeed, yeah. I mean, the collaboration with Ginger Megs.
Yeah.
I mean, she's ace. Period.
Yeah, shot
Just
some brilliant stuff. And
just-
the garage, I love the garage shots.
yes.
When he got involved.
And
just a classic.
and it was. We didn't fuck around for hours. It was.
No.
It was. We've cut out that. You know what I'm going to do. Without
Straight in,
preempting,
just do
and
it.
it's like that less messing around, that
Yeah.
kind of thing. So, and the video underneath the junction. I mean,
Freezing.
it was freezing cold. I think we spent about half an hour.
Yeah. I think there's a start of something better there,
Yes.
actually, to be continued.
Yes,
In
I
a
quite
way.
agree. I mean, again, that's something that last year I was patently aware that normally January, February for me is very quiet, and there was the actors, the writers' strike that was going on. So I preempted that, and I thought I've got to do something else, and that's when I was kind of dabbling more with video editing. Which is a bigger challenge than I thought, but I'm really enjoying it, and it's one of those things. Now I went to see Uncle in October last year, and I was watching their light show, not the light show, the screens on the back, and I'm not. It's one of the things that in the past that aspect would have put me off, because I want to see. I want to watch the band, and I want to see them. Rather than a light show, screens on the back, montage of images. But I was watching it, and there was, I mean, the quality of it was absolutely amazing, and the inventiveness was absolutely amazing. But there was some sections, and I thought, I can do that with what I got, I've got, and then I came back, and I say just like kind of playing around. And I've never I've never ever wanted to go down the well beaten track. It's something to stretch my imagination, challenge me, and also at that time I was starting to mess around with the digital montage thing. So not that they run hand in hand, but there's some things that I've thought. In fact, I watched a video a few weeks ago, and I thought, actually, I can translate something of what they were going for into.
Well, don't you think it's just using the whole software?
Oh
rather
gosh,
than
yeah,
just
yeah.
the top 3% like most of us use.
Yes. Oh,
all
absolutely.
there if you-
And the program that I really well, I don't use Photoshop. I find it really difficult.
Yeah,
I have had more than one attempt at
it's
learning
horrible.
it. I think it's one
not
of.
intuitive at all.
But I think it's also, if you like with Windows vs Mac, I had a Mac and I just could not get on with it. It took me ages to actually get logged into it because there was something wrong. The date was wrong. And it was like I just couldn't go any further with it, and it was just really, really frustrating. It's just the same frustrating hurdles like that. So I've had to go with Photoshop before, didn't like it. I bought something else, and it was back in the day when you could buy the whole program and it became you owned it.
Yeah.
And I'm not thinking, where's
God.
have I got the money for the subscription?
No,
Because
don't.
people
What a lark.
people don't realise that photography is expensive, and if you want to do, and it's not always the having the most expensive camera. I absolutely dispute that, because you actually have to have something behind the camera. But to get all the things that people want you to have to do something quite basic, yeah. Anyway, it's photography moans. But yeah, I learned something about what I'd already got, and it was cross-fertilising things. So I think you're.
I'm just thinking we're probably boring everyone.
We're boring everyone. Do you reckon? Yeah. Okay. So can you actually read the time on that?
Yeah. That's how many steps I've done. That's my heart rate. That's the time.
Oh, I just thought it was. I thought it was a Vinted app. Does it look like a V? Okay. Right. Yeah. So on that note, we are going to wind it up, and we'll see you next time. We'll talk about something probably, I don't know, current, relative, or more the same. Yeah. Laters.